Apex Legends Season 9 is just around the corner, and Respawn has released new details about the upcoming season's new playable character, new weapon, and new map changes. Before we dive into everything, consider subscribing to the channel and leaving a like. Now, let's get to it. First up, let's talk about something strange that could end up being really cool. Apex Legends next season doesn't have a number associated with it, like Season 4 Assimilation or Season 8 Mayhem. It's not Season 9 Legacy, it's just called Legacy, or the Legacy Update. In a tweet, Apex Legends senior writer Tom Casiello wrote, and we doubled down on that word legacy. The legacies our legends are inheriting, the ones they're leaving behind. So many surprises for lorehounds. So it's looking like this may not be a traditional new season for Apex Legends. Perhaps this will be a more transformative update for the Battle Royale, something akin to Season 3 when we got a new map for the first time, or Season 5 when we got Quest for the first time. Regardless, the focus of the new season is on the legacy of its characters. And that's most apparent in the new playable character shown in the stories from the Outlands Northstar trailer. Their name is Kairi Imahara, and they're the daughter of Viper, one of the Apex Predator pilots that you face in Titanfall 2. Kairi goes by the callsign Valkyrie, which we assume is their legend name. However, a few Respawn devs have referred to them as simply Valk. Whether that's shorthand for Valkyrie or the actual legend's name has yet to be confirmed. For the purposes of this video, we're just going to use Valkyrie. Valkyrie is voiced by Erika Ishii, who you may know for their wonderful performances as Ana Bray in Destiny 2, Maddie Cho in Marvel's Avengers, and InfoFlash host Ruth in Cyberpunk 2077. We don't yet know what Valkyrie's abilities are, but have a fairly good idea thanks to a few clues and some good old-fashioned deduction. In her character art, Valkyrie is wearing a jetpack. This tracks with the Northstar trailer. In it, we see Rampart disassembling Viper's Northstar to build the jetpack for his daughter, specifically taking the Titan's VTOL hover kit. This is important. Viper doesn't fly a traditional Northstar. His Northstar is outfitted with a specially modded VTOL hover kit that allows him to fly higher, longer, and faster than your average Titan. Titanfall 2 fans will remember it from a long and difficult boss fight. This likely translates into Valkyrie being the first flight-based legend with the capacity to fly, or at least hover in the air, and bombard enemies from above. In the trailer celebrating Apex Legends reaching 100 million players, we got our first glimpse at who we now know is Valkyrie. Mirage looks up at a shadowy figure jumping from a tower who then begins to hover upwards. If we had to guess, that's Valkyrie's passive ability. We think that either her jump is naturally longer, higher, and takes her further than other legends, or that she can choose to jump into a hover, similar to the Titanfall 2 pilot hover perk. Let's go back to her character art for her tactical ability. We see that her jetpack is armed with the same launcher that the Northstar Titans use for their cluster missile. She's even firing off rockets in the picture. Respawn has taken inspiration from a lot of Titanfall pilot abilities for Apex Legends. It stands to reason that the studio would use Titan abilities also. So Valkyrie's tactical ability is probably a cluster missile, or something similar to it. In Titanfall 2, a cluster missile would explode into several rockets on impact, similar to how Fuse's knuckle cluster works, but a wider area of effect. Considering it is the only Northstar weapon specifically designed to deal with enemy pilots as opposed to Titans, it would make sense that it's the weapon that Valkyrie chose to add to her kit. Guessing Valkyrie's ultimate ability is trickier though. We don't have any more clues to really go on. It would certainly help if we knew what kind of character she was. Our best guess is either offense or recon. If Valkyrie is an offense character, then maybe she pulls her ultimate ability from another Titan weapon. The Northstar's tether trap would be cool, but we wouldn't be opposed to nuke eject either, making Valkyrie similar to Overwatch's D.Va. However, if Valkyrie is a recon character, then it makes more sense that her ultimate ability would be geared towards gathering information or aiding her squad in moving across the map. Given she has Viper's VTOL hover kit, maybe her ultimate ability allows her to just fly for a period of time, giving her a bird's eye view on the competition. Or she may be able to bring her squad mates with her so that they can redeploy from any position. However, without anything concrete from Respawn, this is all speculation on our part. First off, we're getting a new weapon, the Bocek Bow. It is the first non-traditional firearm added to the game. In describing the bow, Respawn writes, a powerful and deadly weapon for those with the skill to wield it. Capable of inflicting tremendous damage at medium range, you'll need to make each shot count. Respawn hasn't made any indication as to what type of ammo the new bow takes. Our go-to response would be to say that the bow is a care package item, and thus it doesn't need to have an ammo type. You'll just have a set amount of arrows when you loot it. But Apex Legends design director Jason McCord teasingly tweeted, arrows aren't an ammo type? Have you played Season 9? So maybe we're getting a new arrow ammo type in Legacy, which would be huge considering a new ammo type hasn't been added since Season 4. On top of all that, Olympus is finally getting a major map change. The only one of the 3 maps to have not undergone a change yet, Olympus is going to get infested. An infestation has sprung loose, strangling the city with roots and natural growths, Respawn writes. That could be what we saw a glimpse of in the 100 million player celebration trailer we mentioned earlier. A few shots showcase a map that looks like Olympus but has way too much nature, which made us theorize it was either King's Canyon, World's Edge, or a brand new area for an entirely brand new mode, but maybe that's just our first glimpse at an Olympus infested. And on top of all of that, something else is coming. We don't know what yet, but Respawn Director of Communication Ryan Rigney cryptically tweeted that in 1 week we'll update the site with one more pretty huge thing. So looks like on April 26th we're in store to hear about one more giant change coming to Apex Legends. Perhaps it relates back to the nugget of information Apex Legends game director Chad Grenier told us at the start of Season 8, when he said that Respawn wants to do something similar to Season 5's PvE quest again. Or maybe this new thing is connected to a different comment from Grenier, where he said later this year Respawn will launch new ways to play the game that take us beyond Battle Royale. What do you think it is? Legacy is giving us a new character, weapon, and map already, so what could this other big addition be? Leave your guesses in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on more Apex Legends. We'll meet you for the drop when Apex Legends Legacy begins on May 4th.